Well, good morning from the ridge.
Good morning.
Yes. I'm not sure if I've got it on video of a reveal. I know we videoed it, but I don't know if it's on, I don't know. Anyway, this is our new camper, guys, and we're gonna make it ours. Maya. So we're gonna bring you guys along. If you didn't know, we got this for $3,500. Found a great deal on the marketplace, and it's in optimum prime condition. So we are going to be making some changes to it. We're going to bring you guys along. So we're going to start it at $3,500, but we sold the nugget. So we're going to take off $2,500 for what we sold the nugget for. So right now we're starting this build at $1,000 and double the space.
Well, but we've already bought stuff for it.
Well, yeah, and I'm going to add that in as we go.
Oh.
So watch for the dings, guys, and we'll let you know how much we actually put into this.
There's stuff floating around me.
Yeah, let's get to work. Sure, just yet.
Whoa. I don't remember all this being here.
Oh, I was cleaning.
What'd you do?
I was cleaning out because Tish did an amazing job clearing this, cleaning it. Way different than when we got the nugget. So I don't have to do much cleaning, but she left tons of camping stuff for us. We're going to donate quite a bit. Swami took quite a bit for her house. And yeah, so this mess I created during the sort process.
Yeah, our round robin, I think is what we call it.
So what we're going to be doing is, first things first, is we have to clean everything out so that we can get everything ready to be built back up. I just can't wait for y'all to see what we're going to do. But that's going to be first things first, so I guess let's get on it.
Yeah, do it.
We're just going to toss it right out the door. Because the chairs have got to go. Yeah. Well, everything's got to go. So here we go. Even though this camper is in immaculate condition, perfectly wonderful, I can't wait to give you guys a full tour again. There is one place that we need to address. And it was kind of funny when I was looking at this model online, I actually found a YouTube video of it, and not this particular camper, but this same model and year. And it was kind of ironic that I believe it's a design flaw, but they had water damage in the exact same spot that this water damage is. So I'm believing that it's probably a design flaw. I don't know. You guys will have to let us know, but this is the only one area that we need to do any repairs to. And it's all good because if you guys can see right over here, I found all the flooring that we're going to need in the design that I chose and I picked out on the marketplace 20 minutes away for less than half the price. So not going to complain on that. And once we make the needed repairs, then we can get started on the floor. So while Jason is working on getting the floor ready to be worked on, we also need to take off all the valances in the camper because if you know me, I don't like valances. So they're all coming down. we have all of the valances off of the slide. And we thought maybe we could save the blinds, but I don't know, guys. They're just aged and they're dirty, and I don't know how to clean them effectively. So I think they're gonna come down. So much brighter, right? I like it a lot. Okay. Well, you know when they say that when you jump into a project, you might have to get a little deeper. Well, I don't think we have time to get deeper, so I'm not sure, baby. What do you think? Like, I could tell taking out, oh man.
Stop thinking about it, cabinet.
Taking out the screws, I could tell there was definitely water damage.
Yeah, I had water damage.
Yeah, so I think eventually we're gonna have to rebuild this whole wall, but we don't have time to do that right now. We gotta have this thing up and ready in less than a week, because we have to leave back for Tennessee. We have a surgery date for Dad, so we're not home for very much longer. So we can't do a full-on repair of this. But in order to do the floor, we should be able to do the necessary repairs on the floor. So I'm gonna hand it over to my handsome man, and he's gonna explain what he thinks is gonna happen. And then we're gonna laugh when that's not true, because we'll go a little deeper. But all right, he's coming in.
Insert destruction video. I'm just gonna start in a spot and start pulling, because you can see this is. Now they had the roof leak fixed, guys. The roof is not leaking anymore, but this wasn't a highly used area. Anyways.
Oh hey, at least it doesn't look like it goes very far.
No, and he told me when he did it, that it probably is only about a foot, if that, around that needs replaced, and that's actually right at a seam. So
nice.
The only thing that I see, so this stuff's got to come off. We're not in a public bathroom anymore. We may end up replacing some wall. We'll see. The only thing I've got to look at is the possibility with this going down. Typically these walls sit on top, so until I can get in here and look, we may have to get everything up, cut it out, and then look at jacking the outer wall up to where we can slide wood back underneath. Maybe. Let's see. Alright, there's an aluminum stud.
he's working on that, I'm gonna start, because I've got one more valance I see above the kitchen sink and the blinds there. And then I am going to work on the backsplash, because we have Swami, and I think maybe she can handle the garbage bag and the panels as we're pulling them up. What do you think, Swami?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so divide and conquer. I'm going to be working on getting down the wallpaper on the back on the backsplash, and got to clear out the spots, get the blinds and the valance off. And just a little tip, I'm sure you guys already know this. Always, always, always save hardware. Hardware is expensive. So you may not know what you're gonna need it for now, but guaranteed you're gonna need it in the future. That's why. Staples in it. Okay, so from doing this the last time, I learned a few tips and tricks. Don't cut them with scissors. It bends them and then they don't want to stick. They'll cut perfectly fine with a utility knife. Although last time they didn't include these things, and I'm not sure exactly, I mean, they're to pull off the protective thing. But I honestly don't know if you're supposed to do it before or after you hang it. I was doing it before. So that's what we're gonna go with. Ready? Let's go.
Okay guys, well, you've seen that's what I could do, just bare hands and little minor tools. So at this point now, what I'm gonna need to do is probably, I'm gonna do some measurements and mark off. The fun part is this back part is curved, so that's gonna be fun. But I know I've got a little bit coming up by the door and then back there. I'm gonna try to keep this within a 4x8 sheet. And if I mark back and cut it and drop it in, maybe, but I've got to be able to cut out. I need to get all of the rot and stuff out, so, and get back to good wood. I think this is 1/2-inch plywood, but, or OSB, but I need to get to a good solid piece and be able to measure it, so. Yeah, I think that new piece needed removed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, hold up. Accident on the scene. Let me see it.